is quite the important topic, and there are these Christian fundamentalist schools that were teaching, systematically teaching their students that, of course, homosexuality is wrong and it's immoral and all this type of stuff, and it was unnatural, and if you are going to, in general, teach kids based off scripture, you are almost forced to teach inequality because it is so it is so unequal in the scripture, and the way that it talks about how you should treat non-believers and how much violence you should commit towards them, how degrading it is to women. I mean, there's so many verses in there, and it's just, you have all that type of crap. So these Christian fundamentalist schools in the UK were downgraded. Their rating has gone down, and it caused some outcry apparently. But I wanted to kind of break this down for you. But Ross Sawyer is reporting on this, and they say these accelerated Christian education schools were designed to create a Bible-based education for homeschool students, pastors, and private religious schools, according to their site. The schools teach thousands of students at over 26 institutions, but now those schools are coming under fire by the institutions responsible rating them. As a result, their score has been downgraded, the Independent's exclusive reports. Okay, so these schools, here's the thing, okay? This is basically what I would call systematic brainwashing of children. And you cannot have this because there's no real evidence for what this is. And with the lack of teaching of that, this breeds hatred for certain types of people and superiority complexes for men towards women. And then being unaccepting of LGBT community people is extremely, extremely dangerous because it leads to, when LGBT people are harassed, they are eventually sometimes end up committing suicide. And also, here's the thing too, when you're taught a hatred for it and you know that you are part of that LGBT, you're gonna hate yourself, and often that hating yourself, it reflects into hating others, and that's why we see so much gay hatred in America. So I wanted to say that any religious teaching in schools should be, basically making them believe something. Obviously, you have to learn the history of all the religions because that's very important for perspective. But the point here is that this is direct brainwashing. It's extremely dangerous. It causes violence, and it causes hatred, and it causes conflict, inflictive pain, and harm in general.